All right, this is serious. This is about receptor-mediated endocytosis because you guys wanted the study on how they're turning you into a robot, right? You're like, oh, where's the study? Because really, like, Babylon's going to give you the study for how they're turning you into a robot? Okay. But I'm going to try to break this down very gently for you. Creatine's making it hard to think. It's called receptor-mediated endocytosis, and essentially what they do is they take a ligand. In this particular example, I'm going to use folic acid because this was my original journey, my original rabbit holing, and I didn't have any pushback back then. So we're going to go back to that. Folic acid binds to its receptor. Well, actually, in the wild, it's folate, but they hijacked folic acid. Anyways, binds to the receptor, and then the cell thinks that its friend has just attached, and it's like, oh, what's up, dude? We know you. And then it brings it into the cell. That's called receptor-mediated endocytosis. Now, I should do a reel on how folic acid is in and of itself a poison and how they capitalized on the folate receptor using the portion of folate that the receptor recognized, but it's actually just a chemical. But in the past decades, several strategies for receptor-mediated endocytosis have been developed to enhance, they're going to say it's drug delivery system. Anytime you hear drug delivery system, think turning you into a robot. Basically, they use folate and biotin as low molecular weight vitamins, and they have high receptor affinity. So the cells love natural folate and biotin, which is why they chose those specific ones, because the cell loves them, and then they can attach stuff on them. So folic acid, again, I'll show you I don't know, you guys want the study for fucking everything. The folic acid as a targeting ligand. So basically it walks you through how folic acid is important, blah, blah, blah. But the folic acid receptor is overexpressed in cancer. So what would happen if you gave a kid with cancer, leukemia, let's say that kid had cancer and their cells all were lined with folate receptors because it needed folate. What would happen if you give them folic acid? This comes from the Journal of Experimental Medicine in 2019. So they recruited a cohort of leukemic children to test whether folic acid might be able to restore normalcy. It seems like it, right? The receptor wants it. We're giving it folic acid. The trial was quickly stopped as folic acid was actually found to exacerbate the disease. Flash forward to 1998. They put it in all of our food. But this is about you becoming a robot. So let's get back on topic. Here we go. Folic acid functionalized nanoparticles-laden biomaterials for the improved oral delivery of, medicine, cancer, colorectal cancer. Again, they're going to sell cancer and drug delivery systems as the fear to pull you into turning you into a robot. And here, my darling, from the article itself is a schematic. Here's your folic acid that they just warp all around this nanoparticles, and then you preload it with hydrogel, chemtrails, and then within the cell you're going to get a Hyde Nano Drug Delivery System. This is the artificial grid, y'all, right here. This is as close to the study images you're going to get to what it looks like inside your body when you become a battery. Right here. Notice that pH does matter, so they want you in a stressed out, acidic, highly inflamed state. They also want you hot. So menopause ladies with their hot flashes really works out for the creatine to bind. They also want men who are in the gym, they get that heat that allows the creatine to... Okay. Here's some other schematics for how they've used folic acid to wrap around whatever they want to Trojan horse into your body. Quantum dots, whatever this nanosphere is, nanoparticles, the nanotubules. So when they fortify the food, especially in California, this late in the game when we're like, we know what MTHFR is, we know folic acid is poison, and then they mandate it into the food, it's for nanobots. And then here's another system of way that they're doing it. PLGA. This is what they were attaching to the peptides. PLGA nanoparticles. I've been a broken record about polyethylene glycol-mediated functionalization of nano delivery systems, again, for anti-cancer bullshit. And this shit is everywhere, all over PubMed. I did do today someone was like, can you send me that study with the one with creatine? So I just typed in creatine nanoparticles, and so many studies were already gone. I don't know what that's about, but I have them, and here, I'll get another one. This is how they're using GLP-1s, remember, to get the hydrogel into your body. I already did this reel. Found it. Here it is. Functionalization of magnetic nanoparticles by creatine as a novel and efficient catalyst for this shit, which is the grid that I was telling you about. And as hard as it was for me to actually put the dots together while I was in residency going what the actual, and I was deep into this, and there was an abundance of literature everywhere, and it was scary as get out. You could just Google it yourself. They'll tell you nanobots are being used to mimic the body's natural energy production. Creatine is not real. It's a chemical. So it's mimicking your body's natural energy production. What's the point of that? Is it just to make money, or is it to turn you into a robot? Anyways, it all comes down to this receptor-mediated endocytosis and how they're using all supplements, all hormones, all synthetic shit to hijack your body and get their shit inside your body via receptor-mediated endocytosis. Full circle. So everything I say is a spiritual war, people. There's nothing, you can't biohack your way out of this. You're loaded in them. If they're coming out of the sky and you're eating folic acid and you're just going to restaurants willy-nilly, you're loaded in them. And so you especially need to align divine. Everything I preach, it's frequency now. This is nothing to do. Get rid of the literature. Fuck the studies, man. All of them. 100% of them are coming out of Babylon for your demise. I'm not making this shit up.